Flosstube, it's Ashley, and this is my channel, Into Stitches, and it's a channel all about cross stitch. I'm back again for another weekly update. The last video I posted, I did it on Saturday night when I had the kids, and I didn't actually get to post it till Monday morning, so it's going to be shorter, but the same long period of time, so it's going to be a little weird. I have a decent amount to show you guys. It's been a week, so I have a couple finishes, page finish, a whip. We did end up going to the Stitchy shop, so I have haul to show. I finished the Disney collection bags, which I have posted. People probably have seen those. I'm going to show those at the end of the video, and a little bit about bag talk will be all the way at the end. So if you don't want to hear about it, it's going to be at the end. So what else? So we went to the Stitchy shop with the kids on the weekend. That was interesting. The kids were actually really good. I was very proud of them. Having 3 of them in a store that's very, very small, and one of them is interested in cross stitch, so she was pretty much occupied the whole time. The boy was actually pretty taken away. Michael, he was looking at all the stuff. He's like, oh, this is all stitched. I didn't think, they would look like this. And I said, yep, he got a good glimpse into the life of stitching. And Chrissy, she's the oldest, and she's the teenager in high school. And, she's leaning against the wall, kind of just looking around. But she was really respectful, and I was really proud that she did really good when we were there. So that didn't go so bad. We went to the mall on the weekend. We drove all the way down to a mall called Great Lakes Crossings. It's one of the biggest malls in Michigan, and it's one of the only malls that has a Disney store in it. So Disney has finally released where they let pins be sold outside of the parks. Sometimes they have 1 or 2 pins that are available, but they're usually charity pins, which means half the money goes to whatever charity that they're supporting during the time. And it also helps, Disney usually doesn't do that just because of the high value of pin trading lately. It is probably $1 billion business or more. Some of these pins can go for upwards in the $100 and sometimes even more, which is ridiculous. But there's the trading in the parks, but unfortunately there are tons of fake pins, and that makes it really, really hard. So knowing that Disney was actually releasing pins into the stores was shocking, and we wanted a couple of the pins that they were releasing that I had seen, so we wanted to go to the Disney store. And of course we looked around and spent more money than we needed to, but fun is fun. The kids got Caitlin got a mug that was Dumbo, and I don't think she got anything else. Michael got a stuffed puma, Pua, not Pumbaa, wrong animal. He's the pig from Moana, so he got one of those. Chrissy didn't get anything. She's not really a Disney person, so. But I did get this really cute mug that I love. I love Marie. It actually has a lid that goes on it, but I don't use that unless it's going in the car with me. But I love it. It's so cute. It says cuteness on the side. And I got that. Of course, with some pins and things like that. But after we were done with the mall, we went to the Stitchy shop, and I got a crap ton of stuff. I needed a lot of fabric to start a lot of the projects that I've been kitting up over the last couple of months, while I was finishing some other projects. So I got a lot of fabric to show, nothing special, but I got floss, I got 1 new pattern. Oh, I forgot to bring Caitlin's pattern in. Caitlin got our new pattern, and she kitted that completely up. which I will go get that. I definitely need to go get that. Marla got a couple patterns. I think she got 2 patterns, and she got her first fancy floss. She has never used fancy floss. She usually just does DMC. Most of the patterns she's done are like Lizzie Kate's and what was her dog and duck? I don't know. It's a very known, very, very known company. She did, and they all use DMC usually. So she hasn't really worked with fancy floss. So she got her first big bulk of fancy floss for the first time when we were down there. And we went to Stitchin' Things, which is in Fenton, Michigan. I have 2 stitchy shops that I go to. There's 3 in a relatively close proximity to me. There's the one in Fenton, which is Stitchin' Things. There's one in Saginaw, Michigan. That one is Stitch in Time, and that one's pretty well known. A couple of designers just only sell to them. So if you're looking for specific ones, I know there's only a couple. There's one specific lady, I can't even remember her name, that sold her rights to them. And I know it's like Victorian houses, and I can't even think of it. And I love that. I love going in there. They were our first home stitchy shop, and we love going there, but we share our love through the 3 stores. And then we have one in Bay City, Michigan, and that one is the Stitching Well. So if you're in Michigan and you've never been to a stitchy shop and you have wanted to go to one and you really never knew that they were around, those are 3 that I'm 100% sure of. I know there's one more, but I've never been to it, so I can't really give you my review on them, I should say. Stitching Well is a huge store. If you want A to Z, back to B, they have it. I'm gonna tell you, them girls have some patterns, but they also have knitting, and they have embroidery and something else, and they frame there, I'm pretty sure. Stitch in Time is like an average size, shop. I love going in there. I love the atmosphere that they both bring. They are a husband and wife duo. Totally funny. I love going in there just because of the way they treat us, and Colette is really sweet, and her husband is funny as all heck. Definitely giving us good advice and things like that. They have quite a bit too. I gotta say that they are a little bit more like, you gotta look in every little nook and cranny because they have it everywhere. I mean, they have it on the floor, they have it on the walls. You just gotta be looking, for what you need. But I do love them a lot. And then Stitchin' Things is a very small shop. I'm not gonna lie, it is very small, but it has a lot. They have floor to wall stitching all over. I mean, that's one of the first places that I've seen one of my designs that I really wanted to stitch. They had it on the wall. But they are very organized. I love the way they have everything organized. Their floss is very neat. Their fabric is in a specific section. And they have a really good system going on. And I know I'm pretty sure they do online ordering or over the phone ordering. So don't hold me to that because I have never really done that. But we went to the one in Fenton just because it was closer, because we knew driving all the way down there and coming back it'd be an easy stop. And I haven't been to the stitchy shop in probably 4 to 5 months. So it was like overdue, like really overdue. Which I did forget one thing when I was down there. I really, really wanted my floss for a project. I got the fabric for the project, but I forgot the floss. So I hope everybody had a really good week. I know that was a lot of me blabbering about what we did. A little bit of a tangent there. But let's get into the actually stitching stuff. So, the first thing I got to show, let me move this, was my space tire. Sorry. I did finish my page finish. I had to get a couple of flosses to finish my bottom. I was missing like 2 or 3 colors, and I don't know how that happened because I kitted it up all the way, and except unless the kids stole some or Marla stole them. So I finished the bottom page. So this comes all the way down. It's all filled in. And I started on the next page just a little bit. It's turning out so good. And I'm happy the next page has got some more colors in it. So there we are. Next one I'll be able to put a little bit more pink and purple in the pink and purple into the design. So I'm excited about that. And I'm over halfway done with it. I can't believe I actually get to say that because this is one of my first intense projects, like full on big. And I never thought I'd be that far. Ever. Okay, the next one I finished was Urine Chalk May. And this was an easy little stitch. And I think I'm going to turn all these into pillows. I've already turned October into a pillow. I just think it makes sense for me. I think so. And I didn't use the call for. They have Gentle Arts chalk and mistletoe. I just used DMC B5200 and I think 702 or 906. 906 is what I used, excuse me. 906 for that one. Then I finally finished Stop and Smell the Roses. So I did the little bees and the bunnies and their little eyes, and I add bunny butts to them. That's actually one thing I was very surprised when I did this pattern. The bunnies didn't have their little booties, their little pom-poms on the butt. So I added an extra stitch and gave them a pom-pom butt. So this is done, and all I have to do now is mat board this and put some magnets on it, and I'll be ready to go in my little tray back there. So those are my 2 finishes and my page finish. So that's what I've gotten done so far. And then I've only really worked on one other project because I've been super busy making bags. I mean, the last 3 days, I've been nothing but making bags, getting bags ready to go out. So thank you for everybody that's been buying bags. It's been crazy, but I've been enjoying it, and I'm very happy that people like my bags. So the next one I've been working on is the Urine Chalk April. This one I am changing the colors. So I have that much done. I ripped out what I had down here. I put the yellow in, restitched those, and started the S. But the bottom half is all going to be the same, but the stems of the flowers I'm doing in the green, the 906, and then I'm doing the top of the flowers as called for. I want to break that up just a little bit. And I can't remember who I seen that idea from. I think it was Basic Stitches. I do believe it was Basic Stitches. And then after I'm done with April, I will be going back to February. I should have had February done, but I will. But I do have March done, so we'll be okay. And I'll have May done. But I don't know if I'm doing the whole series of this. We'll see. There were some of them I didn't really like, so we'll see. But that's in my floral bag. That one is done. So that's all my stitching, really. I finished a whole bunch of stuff. I finished my page. I'm working on another small. my plans to go forward for the week, I really want to finish that April one. I want to get a move on my Garden of Snow by Country Cottage Needleworks. I would like to finish that this month, and before the end of March, let's say that. I would like to finish that. And probably get another page finished, which I know is possible on my next, or on my tiger, just because it's so small. But I would like to get a page finished done on that. So we'll see. So, let's get into purchases. I put everything away because I don't like to have stuff lying out. So everything's kind of put together. So the first thing I got is I had to go to the Dollar Tree for something. I can't remember. But they have these little cardboard boxes. And I was looking at this, and it's just the perfect size for Caitlin's little bird that she stitched. So I'm going to have her paint this week. I'm going to have her paint the bottom and the around the top, whatever color she wants. She's going to probably pick purple or something, I'm pretty sure. And then I'm going to do a little cushion finish on the bird and put it on here with some trim. That way she can put it in her shelves in the bedroom when we get the bedroom finished. We are right now currently in the process of putting in new flooring in my bedroom, in the hallway, and trying to finish drywall in another room so that we can have a full room for the kids when they come over. So I got this for her bird finish, and hopefully I can show you this week coming up. I got the floss for Disney Goth by the Witchy Stitcher. I just have to get some 28 count or 18 count black for this. We'll see. I haven't figured out what count I want to stitch that on. I got that. And this is the pattern I really want to start next. It's the Spring ABCs by Little House Needleworks. I got 28 count lamb's wool for the design. So just that taupey brown color. I have that. I got. But I forgot to get the floss. This is the project that I forgot to get the floss. And to be honest, it only has 2, 4, 6, 7. So I'm going to look at the colors, because I definitely want to keep the purples in here. I might change the house color and a couple other little things, but I want to start this. So I'm hoping this week that I can get the floss for that. Oh, I'll talk about that in a minute, because that was one of my bigger purchases. I got the same color lamb's wool for the Lantern Lane, and I've had the floss and everything. I needed the fabric. So now that I have the fabric, I can start this whenever I want. And then I got for the Where Our Hearts Rest by Brenda DeVay, which I've stitched a couple of hers, which, not for myself, but I've stitched them on Ren by Picture This Plus, I'm pretty sure. I can't remember it. She didn't. So I got that one. It's really that's pretty close to what it is, that model. So now I can start stitching this. I have everything in my bag, and I can start stitching that as well. So I have a lot of projects now finally fully kitted up that I can start, because I've been starting to finish some. Then, I'll talk about my eagle. And then I got my 28 count black for my eagle for my uncle's project that now I can start because I have the fabric. talking about the eagle and about the tiger that I already have, Nadia has been working on, I follow her on Instagram, which her last name is Glebenkoff. I actually asked a couple people when I texted her, so that way I knew I was saying her name right. So it's Glebenkoff. She'd been working on this baby tiger pattern, and I've been watching her probably for the last 3 weeks as it's like turning out, to make sure that, you know, and I knew I liked it. I mean, I probably knew the second I seen the pattern that I loved it and I wanted it. So she finished it probably Sunday night, and I was with Caitlin, and I said, oh, look, it's finished. And I got right on there. I got on her site to see if it was already posted, and it was, and it was also 20% off. Sorry, let me shut that off. And it was 20% off, so I got it. It's called Little Tigers. So I have the fabric for it. I have white 28 count Monaco in the back, which I don't know if I'm going to dye or just leave it white and stitch it on there. I'm kind of back and forth. And then I got to get the floss for it. This one calls for less floss than the eagle and the tiger, so that's nice. And it is blended threads, so but look at those baby tigers. They're so pretty. I love them. I can't wait to set that one too. I just want to start all the things. I need to stop. So that was my last purchase. Oh, plus those little scissors that were inside. I've seen these everywhere. So I had a pair when I was at the Stitch and Things. To be honest, I'm not a huge fan. They're really sharp. They work. But they're really not the fingers like going in tight, but like tight to like, I think I need to put like a little oil or whatever on them because they're really tight. And then I reorganized my cardinal piece and put all the floss in a new bag. And I'm going to focus on this piece as well. So that's all my purchases. I made quite a bit of purchase. I will have to show Caitlin's. Okay, so I stopped and I went and grabbed the rest of Caitlin's stuff that I wanted to show you. And I forgot that I had purchased a chart. So I grabbed that when I was there. I had bought this one for myself. This is the Cottage Garden samplings. There is Beauty in Simplicity. And it's the Songbirds Garden Series number 9. I'm actually starting to collect this series because I want to do it. I bought this one recently, and then I also have this one. So I have 2 so far. So I'm hoping I can get these to collect them in the next couple of months. That way I can start them, because I want to figure out a way to do like a wall of them in my living room, because my living room is decorated in birds. So I wanted to show you Caitlin's projects. So no, I said no. Sorry, dogs. She is working on this one, and it is called Green Roses. It's actually supposed to be one shade of green completely. But we sat there and I said, hey, you can change the colors. You don't gotta just do it in that. So we sat there for a while and she picked out a green. It's a dark olivey green color. And then she picked out 4 purples, because there's 4 sets of these roses. So this is the first set of roses. She did in a really pretty dark purple, which is 34, I do believe is the number. Yeah, 34. And then the other one she has can't see. It's in her bag. But then she has some buds over here, and then this color's done and that color's done, and then she has to repeat it 2 more times. And that's one that this is her current project that she's working on. Then for Valentine's Day, I kitted up. We already had the pattern from the book. It's Emma Congdon's Totally Tropical pattern. And she liked the colors in it. And I was like, okay, you know, it's very bright, vibrant, very close to her personality. So I was like, if that's what you want to do, we'll do that. So I got her some 14 count white Aida to stitch it on. And then I went the other day and I got all the floss before they came over on the weekend to surprise her for her Valentine's Day gift from us for stitching. So that was that. And then when we went to the Stitchy shop, she picked this out. It says, dogs welcome, humans tolerated. And I gotta say, this girl is 100% like me, because this is true. 100% flipping true. I love my animals, and sometimes I'd rather be with animals than dogs sometimes. I'm a people person, but yeah, I have those days where you just want to stay home and cuddle on the couch with your dogs. And then she's already got a color conversion she wants to do on it. She picked out all the colors herself, and she picked out a 18 count opal white. And this one, the opal white, this one's very subtle. It's not like some that I've seen that are like, I can't stitch on this, you know. So she's got those. So that's what she got at the Stitching Things when we went. So that's the end of my haul. Because I also, for Valentine's Day for all the kids, I got them tie blankets to do, because Joann's was having a ridiculous sale on buy one, get 2 free. So there's 3 kids, so all I have to do is buy one, and I got all of them one. So they have a tie blanket that they got. And then Michael got his Pua. Chrissy got a Disney bracelet. She didn't really want anything else. And Caitlin got her mug. But she also got a Stitchy project that she already had everything else, but I got her the floss for it. I spent a couple bucks on getting the floss, and that way I knew she could choose whatever project she wanted to do. So I guess we're to bag talk. So I want to thank every single person that has actually bought a bag for me, because it has been crazy around here the last week. I mean, I have orders that I've been writing down. I've been getting them constantly. People that ordered in the past for me are coming back and getting notions to match, which I want to say thank you. You guys are keeping me busy, like really busy. What I did do this week, I did finish my collection for Disney. What this means to me is that I feel comfortable that I have enough designs that I'm gonna just halt right now. With that said, if there's a character you want personally, and if there's something that you're like, hey, can I have you do this? I will. That doesn't mean I'm not going to make another type of bag or get another fabric choice of this and not add to it eventually. Probably still going to happen. But right now I'm at my max, and I'm going to show the whole collection, but I'm going to start with the ones that I just finished, which I just finished 4 new designs for this collection, which the first one is the Disney poster. And I love this one because this just is the best of every world, you know. If you like 2 or 3 movies, they're on here. You know, we have Snow White, Bambi, Sleeping Beauty, Dumbo, Alice, 101 Dalmatians, Peter Pan, The Jungle Book, I mean, Pinocchio, Lady and the Tramp. I mean, they're all on here, you know. So that's why I did this bag. And then this one has a really cool, like a marbled, mottled fabric inside. And I posted already, and this one has actually gotten some grabs on it already, which I was very shocked. I was kind of concerned, but at the same time, we can't go wrong with this. So I have right now 3 of those made up, ready to go. The next one I made was a Nightmare Before Christmas bag. This one's really muted. It's just Jack with a couple cool motifs, and it's got yellow eyes on the gargoyles, and then the inside is black sparkle. So if you like Nightmare Before Christmas, that one is now available. And I only have 1 left of him. The next one I did was, I had seen this Villains fabric. This one doesn't have Maleficent on it, and it doesn't have any of the male characters, but if I do find, and they come out with a male villain with Hades and Jafar in those, I definitely will make that if I see it. But this one only has the Evil Queen and Ursula and Cruella de Vil. So, but this one's really cool. I love the like the words in the back. So it's really cool. I like the graphic. And then this one also has that sparkly black inside. And I have 2 of those right now made up. And the other one that I made per request was Frozen. I made this one. And I love it because there's Sven on it. I'm a huge Sven lover. He's adorable. But it's got all the main characters on it. And this one has a white sparkle in it with a lavender zipper. And I love this one. This one. And I have 3 of those. So those are all my new bags for the Disney collection. So there's 4 new designs. They've all been posted on Instagram and Facebook. But the other patterns that I still have available for, which I've restocked the ones that sold out, which were the Marie with the pink glitter. I restocked the Mickey Mouse with the flowers with the sparkly inside. I have the first villain bag, which I'm going to have to restock here pretty soon, with the purple sparkle fabric. The Mickey Mouse with the plaid with the heart with Minnie on it with him, with the plaid inside, which I want a bag. I want to make myself one of those bags really bad. I have the Beauty and the Beast stained glass with the purple roses inside. I have the Stitch Love ones with the sparkle inside. And then I have the Desert, or the Stormtrooper one with an orange marble. I have the Death Trooper with the black stripe inside. And I have this last Star Wars one that's got the newer characters on it with the marbled inside. So those are all my Disney bags designs for this collection that I'm just going to halt right now unless I get whimsical and want to change something up and put more into it. But as of right now, that's what this is going to stay at. So if you guys want the Disney bags, they are all ready to go. And I will make matching notions if I have the fabric for it. The mini are the floral Mickey with the pink, or yeah, the pink with the heads. That one I can't get any more of the fabric. So the notions, I can make a cute Disney notions to go with it. So it's not out of the bag, but it's not going to be matching. With that said, I've had a lot of people asking me the best way to go about ordering my bags. So the best way, I always tell everybody, I do post on several platforms, which is just my way to get my name out there. But on my Facebook, Sweetheart Stitchers, and my Instagram, Sweetheart Stitchers, I post all my bags. And that's a direct link to me. So I do those both medias because I know not everybody likes Facebook and they don't have a Facebook page. And same with Instagram. Not a lot of people have Instagram either. So you can see all the bags on there. All you have to do on both of those social media platforms is comment underneath the bag you like. Comment on it and say, me please, or sold. I usually like to say me please just because that way it's 100% clear. So on whatever bag, either in Instagram or on Facebook, just say me please under the photo of the picture of the bag you want. And if you want a notion to go with it, just put me please plus notion. And then I will know personally. I monitor all those sites all the time. I'm home 24/7, so I usually get back to you the moment you've messaged. Same with Instagram, me please and comment. And make sure you're following me because I can't leave a message with you if you're not following me on Instagram. On Facebook, I can just because of how it's set up. And it's a business page, so I can message you individually. And what I do after I see a me please or comment on a photo, I literally message you the moment after and say and confirm that's the bag you want. Make sure if you want a notions or you don't. And I ask you for your PayPal information and we check out through PayPal. And that's as simple it is. So just make sure if you want to see my bags in full, because I have a lot more bags than just my Disney. I have my French Country. I have 2 spring lines, and I have the leftover of my winter, which is getting really, really slim. Them are almost completely gone. Sorry, I didn't want you to hear the dog scratching. So that's the best way to get a hold of me. So just go on those 2 social media pages, which I always leave a photo at the end of my videos to say that that's where to find me. On Instagram, if you have any questions, just message me. Same thing on Facebook. If you have any questions, just message me. And if you have questions, you can leave them here too as well. Okay, sorry, I am back. I had to let the dogs out of here because it was getting just a little too hectic. They were starting to bark and drive me nuts. We almost got through a full video without them causing problems, but so we talked about my bags, how to find them, how to get a hold of me, all those good notions. The last thing that I wanted to show you before I said goodbye was one of my previous finishes, and one that I talk about constantly in my videos. And it's this little guy here that I have sitting back in on my little shelf over there. So this is The Birds and the Bees by, I want to say Country Cottage Needleworks. I'm pretty sure. It might be Little House Needleworks. One of those. I did this one last year. And these are just little cardboard picks that are actually underneath the actual stitching. So they just slide in and out. And I have, this one is where I'm going to be putting that smells like Stop and Smell the Roses. And where I'm going to put the Pumpkin Hollow Farms when it's done. So this one is done on 4 or 18 count tweed Aida with most of the call for. I want to say all or close to all the. And all this was they have a really cute section at Walmart for like wooden cool framed things. And this was in that section. and I like it. I like how it's really simple. I actually can't wait to put something in here for summer. I'm trying to find a pattern for summer that's not patriotic, and one for winter, and to put in here. So if anybody's got any comments or suggestions for a summer and a winter pattern that would fit in here relatively nice, so I would like to get started stitching on a summer piece and a winter piece as well, so that I can switch these out every year, or every season, or every year. That's everything, guys. I've talked about my whips, my finishes, all my haul, Caitlin's projects, previous finish, my bags. If you guys have any comments or questions or concerns about anything that I have mentioned, I do have a lot of cool ideas coming up for the next 2 months, especially with bags and with patterns that I have been starting to work on, getting my hands dirty in the pattern making business to see if I like it, we'll see. I do have a specialty bag for March coming out. I'm going to start making a bag per month that's a specialty bag that you can only get in that month, and they are going to be seasonally representative of that month. So March, everybody knows what's in March, and the holidays and things like that. I didn't do one for February just because I couldn't find a fabric that I liked that I wanted to do. So I'm starting with March. I'm right now looking for a fabric. I have one that I really, really like, but I'm trying to see if I can find more of it before I post it. And I already have my April bag, which my April bag is going to be the first month that I release my first pattern. My pattern is going to go with my bag. It is, the designs are kind of cohesive, so I got a lot of my inspiration off the bag. Excuse me. So that's it, guys. That was a lot. I try to keep it under 40 minutes and it's not happening, so I'm going to try to rush next time or something, or don't show as much. I don't know. We'll see. I hope everybody has a good week. I will see you guys next week. I have a very, very busy next week. So everybody have a good day. Have a good stitchy week. And I will see you guys on next Friday. Bye.